What's up guys, Ben here and welcome to Motivation to Invest. In this video I'm going to be covering a potentially undervalued SPAC. Now I know you guys are going to say, Ben, we've had so many SPACs this year, which do I invest in, which do I avoid? So I hope on this channel most of the SPACs I've covered are those with the most long-term potential. Now for those of you who don't know what a SPAC is, it just stands for Special Purpose Acquisition Company, and just think of this as the new IPO. It's just a way for a private company to go public in a faster manner, and it seems very popular at the moment. We are living in an effective SPAC mania. So this stock has completed its merger in just a few days, so you guys will definitely want to stick around. But before we dive right in, if you're new around here, why not consider joining the investing community by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on, only if you want more investing tips and exclusive stock market picks, which I'm personally investing into. And if you want to take things a step further, if you want to go up a notch, feel free to hit that first link in the description below. That'll take you to the Patreon page where you can learn more about the VIP membership group. So basically I launched this group after many requests from you guys, and it gives you guys access to my buy and sell signals. So when I make my moves, you can make your moves, in addition to my entire six-figure portfolio, the stocks, and the story of how I built that portfolio to where it is today. Now, if you want to sign up or you're just curious, I've actually made an entire video explaining the whole process, so feel free, first link in the description and you'll find it there. But with that being said, let's dive in. So this company is called XL Fleet, and they're going public via a SPAC merger with Pivotal Investment Corporation 2, ticker symbol PIC. So what's this company do? XL Fleet's vision is to be the world leader in fleet electrification. So these guys want to convert existing fossil fuel powered trucks into electric vehicles. They're effectively bridging the gap for companies between purchasing a whole new electric truck, which can be really expensive, but they have a sort of retrofit solution. It's a very similar business to Hyliion. So their mission, accelerate fleet electrification through cost-effective, customer-tailored and comprehensive solutions. So this is an industry leader positioned for long-term growth in the XL fleet industry. So of course they've got a massive market with a global total addressable market of over $1 trillion, with over 1 million vehicles sold annually in North America alone, experiencing dramatic demand for more sustainable solutions. Many companies do have environmental requirements to meet, as do many countries. So they are definitely in the right industry with a massive tailwind behind them. But this is what's interesting with this company. This is not just a company which has just come out of nowhere and they've never done anything before and it's all on future projections. They are actually doing stuff at the moment. So market leader, trusted by over 200 fleet customers with over 3,000 systems deployed, 130 million customer-driven miles. So they've got a broad portfolio of proven cost-effective solutions for numerous vehicles, classes and segments. So this is a few of their vehicles here. Different types of trucks, buses, fire trucks, delivery vehicles, cargo trucks, and many, many more. Highly scalable, so established production can scale to 100,000 units annually, and XL's capital-efficient operating model is ready to scale and drive profitability. Future-proof, uniquely positioned to deliver on electrification as a service and turbocharge growth as the market evolves. So they really want to push this electrification as a service. So these companies, let's say they have a fleet of fossil fuel powered trucks and they just want to convert them to electric, then they can contact somebody like XL Fleet and they can convert them for them, rather than a company having to scrap all their vehicles and purchase whole new electric vehicles such as the Tesla Semi when that's finally here. So this is what's interesting. If we compare XL Fleet to Hyliion and Workhorse and Nikola and Lordstown and all these others in the EV industry, XL has de-risked that road to electrification. So comparing to other notable EV players, we can see here the projected cumulative units sold, 4,284 they actually sold in 2020. So this is not just a concept. In 2021, projected to sell over 9,234 units. Hyliion, 320. Workhorse, 2,400 predicted. They've only sold 400 at the moment. Nikola, 600. Lordstown, 2,200. So it's clear that XL Fleet is miles ahead when it comes to actually getting out there and selling some units to customers, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And the more a company is doing now, the less risky it is for investors who are investing into these companies which are projecting into the future. The company has a diverse range of customers operating over 1 million vehicles globally. So these are some of their customers currently. They've got DHL, they've got FedEx, they've got Verizon, they've got Pepsi, they've got Harvard University, and many, many more. So they've got a lot of established customers already. So that could be a great platform for them to launch and meet new customers. So 10 years of experience, 200 fleet customers, 3,000 vehicles on the road. So this is an established company relatively compared to many of these other EV SPACs right now. In the sales pipeline, they've got $220 million plus 12-month sales pipeline. They had 3x revenue growth in 2020, which is good considering the whole global issue. Now, this is their actual product. So it's the XL powertrain platform. They've proven it's flexible and it's scalable. So the industry standard manufacturing process for a lot of these trucks is actually a two-part process, and XL Fleet takes advantage of that. As you can see, the OEM builds one part of the truck, such as Ford, GM, etc. Then this will go to an upfitter, and at the upfitter stage, that is when XL's powertrain can be slid in and fitted into the truck before going on to the final customer. So this does add an interesting avenue for this company because it's quite easy to implement in new vehicles produced, which is great news for legacy auto manufacturers. So some of their products which they've currently converted, we've got their Ford F-150 pickup, the most popular vehicle sold in the US, the Ford F-250, Ford Transit van, Chevy Express, Ford F-59 Super Duty, and many, many more. Some proven examples here: Seattle Fire Department, they fitted 27 Ford E-450 ambulances. The beauty of converting vehicles to electric is not just the fact that it's helping the environment, it's the fact that you're actually saving money on the cost of ownership for the vehicle. The Seattle Fire Department saved $98,000 lifetime operational savings and 294 megatons of CO2 emissions eliminated. Pungent sound energy, 110 vehicles for them. Last mile delivery vehicles, 550 vehicles there. They converted the E350 step vans used for daily mail delivery. So they say they've got a low risk path to dramatic growth. So they want to sell these existing products to existing customers through existing channels. Now that is quite good for an investor because generally a lot of these SPACs, they're looking to acquire new customers, to sell new products, and all those things come with risk. But if you're selling to existing customers, existing products which you're already using on multiple vehicles with multiple companies, then that does de-risk it slightly for investors. Okay, so let's dive in to these juicy financials. So 2019 revenue expected $7.2 million. 2020, $21 million. 2021 expected $75 million. So really optimistic growth, 258% they're expecting. By 2022, 273%. By 2023, 130%, and then 113% growth by 2024. So by 2024, this company is expected to have 1.37 billion in sales, which is great to see. They're expecting margins, gross profit margin around 25%, starts off around 12% for 2020 expected, but negative EBITDA margin, and then that plans to be positive by 2022. So when a company goes public to raise funds, that is usually for a certain plan or strategy. So XL's fleet plans to use $25 million of that to scale for core profitability, $50 million for product development, $25 million to expand internationally, $80 million to improve their electrification as a service, and $170 million on corporate development and general corporate. So, seems a very interesting company. The valuation is what's interesting with this company because usually a lot of these EV SPACs, I've done a whole video on all the different EV stocks and SPACs. They're usually quite expensive. Valuation is very high. There's a lot of hype behind these stocks at the moment. So, what's my price target for this company? The stock's currently at around $10. At around $15, the combined business is valued at around $2.1 billion. Now, QuantumScape trades at 10 times its 2023 forecast. So this is significantly cheaper than many other players in this game. So looking at my personal price target, I wouldn't invest too heavy past $20 into this stock because then the valuation does start to creep up quite high. And also it's a SPAC, so you've got the risk there, for example, if the merger doesn't close, but I believe it will because it's supposed to be closing in the next few days. Also, one more thing to be aware of, guys, transaction overview. Like all these SPACs, if you watch my previous video, I've done one explaining SPACs, exactly what they are, and free tips for actually trading them. You can check out that. I'll leave it in the description below. Transaction overview. So, Pivotal shareholders, those who invest in the acquisition company Pivotal Investment Corporation 2, PIC, they'll only be entitled to 16% of the final company. Now, many of you guys will comment and say, Ben, I'm confused. What does that mean, 16%? And basically, any company you're investing into, you've got to understand the value of that company before you invest into it. And now that is quite a difficult thing to do. It's quite difficult to actually value a company, especially a growth company. It's very easy to value a value company or one that's established, producing cash flows, that's been producing cash flows for the past 10, 20 years. Valuing a growth company is quite difficult. But I've done the best I can with my valuation here. And from my valuation, at $15 a share, combined business is around $2.1 billion. That's great value compared to some of the competitors in the area. Past $20, the valuation starts to look not as good. Now, if you guys want to know personally when I'm buying and selling stocks, then feel free to check out the first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. In that group, you will get access to my buy and sell signals. So when I make my moves, you can make your moves. In addition to my entire six-figure portfolio, the stocks, and the story of how I built that portfolio to where it is today. But that's not all. You'll also get access to our VIP Discord chat, where you'll be around like-minded people who are discussing investment topics. We get the early scoop on the hottest information in the stock market, and you can have all that for the price of a coffee. I'm a firm believer in you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. So putting yourself in a group of like-minded people, you will definitely achieve great things in your life. And that'll be a much better investment in yourself and your own self-education than just going buy another coffee at Starbucks. But with that being said, if you guys found some value in this video, then feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. And if you're new around here and you still haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for, guys? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the community, and turn that notification bell on. Only if you want more investing tips, exclusive stock market picks, which I'm personally investing into. With that being said, I hope you have a tremendous day, and I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.